Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beth. And are you ready for the fall 2025 FabFitFun box? I am certainly ready for fall, that's for sure, because it has been very hot and steamy in the DC area this summer. But in any case, we can look forward to the fall box, which is just around the corner. So if you've never seen one of these videos from me before, I have some housekeeping to go over at the outset. And then I will go through each category and tell you what I am thinking of picking up for my fall 2025 FabFitFun box. And I will have timestamps down below if you'd like to jump ahead. So let's talk about the dates here. So today is Monday, July 21st, as I am filming this. And they spoiled categories 7. Yes, 7. We'll talk about that. 6, 5, and 4. So 4 categories today to talk about. And then Tuesday the 22nd will be category 3 or customization 3. Wednesday will be customization 2. Thursday will be customization 1. And then they say Friday is Luxe Choice. I know for at least one of the categories they did include a Luxe item. So I'm not really sure if there's going to be anything new on Friday or if they will be covering things they already told us. Next Monday, July 28th, they'll be talking about refills. And then Tuesday will be their FabFitFun picks, which are basically just featured items from the add-on store. And then talking about add-ons and customization, if you are an annual member, which means you pay a year in advance, you will begin your add-ons on Thursday, July 31st, and that will go through Tuesday, August 5th. Customization will open on Friday, August 1st, and then also go through August 5th. Seasonal members will have access to the add-on store Thursday, August 14th through Tuesday, August 19th, and then their customization window will be Friday, August 15th through Tuesday, August 19th. And all windows will begin 9 a.m. Pacific time, so noon Eastern, and they close at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So I do plan to pay for rush shipping this time around. So hopefully my unboxing will be live before seasonal members have access to the add-on store and their customization. I may film a customize with me, kind of going through all the choices and the add-on store when the window opens for me as an annual member, and hopefully get that up before the annual windows close. That's always kind of a see how it goes kind of thing, whether I'm able to get a video like that up. But in any case, I do like to break the what will I choose options into at least 2 videos because it gets to be a very long video otherwise. So as I said, we'll be covering categories 7 through 4 tonight, and then probably sometime later this week or weekend, maybe Friday or Saturday, I'll film the second part. But I do aim to have those videos up by the time those annual windows open, if not by the time that they close. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any questions about anything, you can ask me down below. Let's talk a little bit about pricing. They did announce that prices will be going up, unfortunately. So the price of the annual box will be increasing by $10 per season, starting with the fall 2025 box. My renewal box is the winter box, but you can, if you want to prepay by, I think, August 4th. If you want to prepay in advance, then you can extend your current rate for 4 more seasonal boxes. So I may do that. It might just kind of depend how my budget is looking at that point. But in any case, you can lock in your current annual rate if you wanted to do that by August 4th. It says it's been nearly 3 years since their last price update. It doesn't feel like it's been 3 years, but in any case. So yeah, so the price will be $64.99 per box, up from $54.99 per box. It would be nice if maybe they did like a $5 price increase and maybe more frequently than like $10. But to kind of soften the blow, they did say that they are including a bonus 7th product in the fall box, which we will be able to customize. So that is what I mentioned. I think that's just for the fall box. I don't think we'll have 7 categories going forward. They also say that there will be brands you love coming in the fall. So Merit, Orbe, Nutrafol, Business and Pleasure, Amika, and more. There's also a new loyalty program, so you can earn points every time you shop and on your anniversary and get recognized for your status. I'm not sure exactly what that entails. You can swap choice for credit, up to 3 choices per season. That is exclusive to annual members. I will note that the amount of credit you get is not equal to the add-on price per category. So, value-wise, you just have to kind of weigh what there is and what credit you would be getting, sort of thing. And they also say there's a virtual scratcher game to win instant prizes and discounts. We've had those like scratch-off cards in our boxes. I guess I would prefer a virtual game just because you don't have to deal with the mess. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that will entail. So with all that being said, if you would like to sign up for an annual membership, I do have an affiliate code that will get you $20 off your annual membership to kind of soften the blow a little bit. So that's just the generic FabFitFun affiliate code that's available to any FabFitFun member. It's not a special affiliate or anything like that. I'm not a FabFitFun partner, but I will have that linked for you down below if you'd like to take advantage, and I will get some credit to spend in the add-on store if you do choose to use it. So thank you in advance. Okay, let's move on to the actual customizations. Okay, so let's get over here. So customization 7, and they haven't yet announced what the additional choice prices will be. So usually by the time I upload or film part 2, they have announced that. So I will try to either make a note in editing or put it in the description box or mention it in my next video. And that does sometimes impact what I do to customize, whether I choose additional things, that kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. But the first item here is the Rare Beauty Find Comfort Niacinamide Hydrating Body Lotion. Has a $28 value, and you get 8.45 fluid ounce or 250 milliliters. It says it keeps your skin hydrated while wrapping you in a warm, cozy scent. Packed with vitamins and antioxidants like niacinamide and ashwagandha extract, a natural de-stressor, it brightens, firms, and revitalizes your skin with a radiant glow. It's comfort and care in one rich lotion. So they do actually have the notes here. The top notes are lemon zest, rhubarb, and pomelo. The mid notes are jasmine petals, violet, and black tea extract. And the dry down is vetiver, tonka beans, and cashmere wood. So I don't have the body lotion, but I do have this little sample of the gentle exfoliating body wash. And I did check, and the fragrance is the same. So I thought I would just let you know what I think of the fragrance, at least, even though it's a different formula. I was kind of glad. I don't think there's actually, there's some I guess essential oil derived fragrance ingredients, but I don't think there's kind of straight up essential oil. For some reason I thought they used a lot of essential oils. So that's the texture of the body wash, in case you were curious. You can see it has those little kind of beads in it. So it smells nice. It is kind of leaning more into that kind of spa territory. It's almost a little masculine to me, kind of like a men's cologne. So putting aside the fragrance, which I like it. I don't know if I'd want it all over my body. I don't know how intense the lotion is in terms of the fragrance. But it does have niacinamide featured in it, and niacinamide is something that can irritate my skin. I'm a little bit more tolerant of it for body care products, but even so, I will probably skip over this. It has water, glycerin, butylene glycol, caprylic capric triglyceride, shea butter, hydrogenated polydexine, and then niacinamide, and so on. So yeah, I will probably be skipping on that one, but if you are a Rare Beauty body care fan, then that is an option. It also has some vitamin E, sodium hyaluronate. So anyway, no shipping restrictions on that one as well. Next up, we have the Hourglass Voyeur eyeshadow stick in Aurora, Phoenix, Galaxy, Prism, Solstice, or Moon, $34. So it looks like they have the full range with the exception of one shade. There's a shade called Equinox, which is kind of a taupey color. And it says, this creamy, long-wearing shadow stick delivers high-impact color in just one swipe. No brush required. Available in 6 stunning shades, it blends effortlessly for everything from a soft wash to a bold, smoky eye. Whether you're brightening your inner corners or building a custom look, this multitasker makes eye artistry easy. So I always recommend, and I'll put some pictures on the screen, to look at the actual brand website, because a lot of times pictures of makeup items for FabFitFun boxes, they tend to look a little washed out. That being said, these are pretty muted colors. In general, Hourglass is more of a, how do I say? I guess sophisticated brand. Like, they just tend to be a little bit more kind of muted, professional looking. So I don't tend to like eyeshadow sticks as a general rule, but just for my own knowledge and experience, I will probably pick up at least one of these, if not 2 or 3. Kind of depends on, again, what the additional price is. I will probably skip the olive shade. Let's go through the actual shades here. I don't know. I might get all 6. It just depends. But yeah, we have the shade Moon is a pale champagne, Aurora is an olive green, Phoenix is a warm copper, Galaxy is a metallic plum, Solstice is a metallic bronze, and Prism is a cool rose gold. And as I said, I think the one shade they did not include is the shade Equinox, which is a warm taupe, which looks really pretty. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably get the least amount of use out of the shade Aurora. Even though I'm wearing kind of olive eyeshadow and an olive shirt at the moment, I just filmed my review of, where'd I put it? The Natasha Denona Mini Gloom palette. So, like I said, I don't tend to gravitate towards eyeshadow sticks, and I guess a shade like that I'm even less likely to use on a regular basis. So I don't know, but I am definitely interested in that as a choice, and I'll probably, like I said, pick up at least 1 or 2, and I will demo those in my unboxing video. So that's definitely where I'm headed for this particular category. Next up, we have the NuCo Magnesium Ease. It's a $38 value. They say the soothing spray is designed to calm your body and mind after exercise or before bedtime. With magnesium to balance stress hormones and lavender to promote relaxation, it helps you fall into a deeper, more restful sleep. Asterisk, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. There you go. It's your new go-to for unwinding naturally. You get just about 2 ounces or 60 milliliters. No shipping restrictions. So I am a strong believer in magnesium. I take an oral magnesium supplement, and I like to use Epsom salts, which is magnesium sulfate, I think, in my baths. But I don't tend to use kind of topical magnesium like this. I do have, I think, a spray somewhere in my cupboard. This also has lavender oil, which can be irritating, essential oil, some linalool, citric acid, limonene, has arnica. So yeah, I'm going to be skipping on this, but you know, if you like that type of product, obviously you can choose it. And the next and final option is the Business and Pleasure Lauren's Navy Stripe Apron. Has a $79 value. I think this might be a FabFitFun brand. It says the ideal companion for all your cozy fall cooking. Lauren's Navy Stripe Apron offers a classic stripe design, adjustable back ties, and a convenient front pocket for an effortlessly polished look. It measures 6 inches by 12 inches by 0.5. That can't be right. I'm not sure. The measurements seem a little off there. It says machine wash okay, hang dry, and the apron is 100% polyester. So I'm going to be skipping on that one, but if you are in dire need of an apron. Anyway, that is it for customization 7. 4 choices, but I think they're decent ones, at least for the Hourglass. Next up for customization 6. So again, we don't know the additional prices. The first item is the Merit Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil in Pink Beet or Taupe, $24 value. So Pink Beet is a cool pink, and they describe taupe as a neutral brown. It says, this lip oil delivers a beautiful wash of moisturizing color that keeps your lips healthy all day. With buildable pigment, you can go from subtle to bold while enjoying a lightweight, deeply hydrating formula. The high shine finish leaves your lips looking polished and radiant. So, I do have one of these, I think. I think this is the same formula. I know they came out with some different kind of more sheer options. But yeah, I think this is one of their classic shades. This is Au Naturel that I'm wearing. This particular one might be discontinued. So I might get one or both of those just to kind of, I guess, have one of these products in my repertoire that is still available. I do like this formula. And I think this classic kind of line has a little bit more pigment to it. I do plan to do like a Merit focused video coming up here. They just sent me some of their lip liners that have come back into stock. So yeah, I think plan to pick up, like I said, one or both of those. They both look really pretty. Yeah, so excited to see so many makeup products in the box. Not as much skincare maybe as we've seen in years past, but a lot of makeup. No shipping restrictions. Next up we have the Merit Signature Lip Lightweight Lipstick in Classic or Maison. Maison? Yeah. $26 value. And this one, it says, this lipstick offers a comfortable, lightweight color you'll barely notice on your lips. It delivers soft, saturated, matte coverage that stays comfortable all day, with a plush, velvet texture for a soft, blurred finish. The buildable formula lets you customize your look from sheer to more intense. So I do have some of their, I think whatever their original lipstick formula was, Signature Lip. So it doesn't really differentiate between, I guess, this formula and the matte formula in this FabFitFun listing. But yeah, I don't think I've tried their matte version of their lipsticks. So I am interested in picking these up as well. And as luck would have it, I like both of the shades they chose. Let's take a look. My lip gloss is going to wear off because I keep drinking tea here. So Classic is a neutral and Maison is a berry mauve or mauve. So yeah, so both of those look really pretty. And yeah, I'll probably get both if I'm being entirely honest. Sometimes when you go into actually customize, they have more shades and they kind of spoil for you. So, you know, I'll try to update you all if I see that when I log in. And they also often have products from the brands that they are featuring in the add-on store. So if you want to see more Hourglass or Merit products or whatever, make sure to check out the add-on store. You can sort by type of products, so if you're interested in more beauty products, or search by brand or whatever. And then they also often have specialized discount codes for FabFitFun members, so you can shop directly at those brands and get a discount. So yeah, lots of ways to save if you are interested. So next up we have the X Mondo Hair Super Gloss Ultra Frizz Defense Spray. $29 value. It says, this weightless formula keeps your hair smooth, shiny, and totally frizz-free without any greasy buildup. The heat-activated HumaShield technology is designed to create an invisible barrier around each strand for ultimate frizz defense. It delivers glossy, humidity-resistant hair that lasts. The result? Soft, protected hair that feels amazing. So you get 6.7 fluid ounce. And I think this one is, yeah, it says heat is required to activate this product. So it says start with clean, towel-dried hair, shake well, apply spray generously from roots to ends in sections, then blow dry hair using tension. Finish with flat iron or hot tool. So I did a rough dry of my hair earlier today. I used the Dyson Air Straight. And I used the Briogeo whatever their anti-frizz blowout cream is. You can see I definitely still have a bit of a wave in my hair, and I already did smooth it down a bit because I went outside earlier to run an errand, and it did definitely kind of get kind of poofy. So I like watching Brad Mondo's videos. I know he can be a little polarizing, but I enjoy him, and I've never tried any of his products. So I am kind of curious to try this, and I think my hair texture is such that I can benefit from this type of thing. I suspect it's kind of similar to like the Color Wow type product. So yeah, I'm definitely curious. I'll probably pick that one. Next up, we have the Steve Madden Misty sunglasses, $48 value. It says, step up your style with these vintage-inspired oval sunglasses. And I just have to say, when I first saw those, I thought, oh, it's like a 90s kind of look, I think, with the sunglasses. And then it says vintage-inspired. I'm like, okay, I guess 90s is vintage now. It's funny how we go in these like cycles of like 20 years kind of thing. But anyway, it says they're framed in chic almond gold metal. The solid green lenses add a classic touch that never goes out of style. Perfect for making a subtle statement. It has the lens bridge and temple width, which is 53-18-140 millimeters. They measure 5.5 by 2 by 2 inches, made out of acrylic and metal. So I'll probably skip those. It's just not really my style, and I have like one pair of sunglasses I pretty much use until I lose them or they break. And I'm usually pretty good about not losing or breaking them, so they tend to last. I think the pair I'm on was a Kate Spade pair that we might have gotten in a FabFitFun box a while ago. But yeah, those are what I'm currently using. Next up, we have the Noon and Moon, which is funny, pie server in cherry lacquer or taupe, $48 value. It says, add the perfect finishing touch to your fall baking with this sleek pie server in taupe or cherry lacquer. It's thoughtfully designed to pair beautifully with your pie dish. So that is upcoming, I think, in a future category, a matching pie dish. Serving pie has never looked so good. So they measure 10.4 by 2.6 inches, dishwasher safe, but hand wash recommended. They are stainless steel with a ceramic handle. And I was tempted to get these, I think, when they first started doing early spoilers, and I didn't know what else would be in this category. But now that we have the Merit options and the Ex Mondo, I don't think I need a pie server. Like, I enjoy pie. Like, I don't know, a little bit of a life update. So my grandmother passed away recently, and we just did a extended road trip. It's like a 15-hour drive to Wisconsin for the funeral. On the way back, we specifically stopped in Shipshewana, Indiana, Amish country, for pie, basically, because we broke the drive up into 2 days, so we're like, might as well stop somewhere more exciting than some random Holiday Inn Express. So anyway, I do like a good pie. I just don't make it that often. So it depends on the additional choice price, but I don't know. It's not at the top of my list, I'll just say that. So no shipping restrictions on that one. The next item is a Luxe Choice. So like I said, they did spoil one Luxe Choice. This will cost an additional $28, which is kind of steep. This is the Maison Louis Marie number 13, Nouvelle Vague Eau de Parfum, I guess. It's a $98 value. It seems like this should have been something that they put in category 1 and then just didn't charge like an upcharge for. But it says a timeless scent that blends classic elegance with modern edge. Number 13, Nouvelle Vague Eau de Parfum, opens with bright notes of muguet, which is lily of the valley, lemon, and coconut water. It softens into Tuscan fig and tonka, then settles into warm vetiver, amber, and santal. Sophisticated and cinematic, it's a fragrance for making lasting impressions. So this is a 1.7 ounce or 50 milliliter bottle. I'd be tempted to try this, but I don't think I want to pay for like a blind buy, essentially. They do sell this brand at Sephora, so if you are near Sephora, I would encourage you to hop in and see if you can just at least sample it before you commit to this as a luxe choice. And they do also sell, I think they sell some like sampler kits and like a travel size travel spray. So, I mean, I'm kind of at the point where it's not even so much about the money, it's like the additional space of storing a full-size bottle. So yeah, I would recommend kind of trying that unless you know or already know that you like it. I don't have a sample of this particular one. I think I have samples of a couple other Maison Louis Marie fragrances, but not this one. So I can't tell you what it smells like. The notes are intriguing. I like a floral. I like fig and tonka, vetiver, santal. So I can see myself liking it, but it's not like an immediate yes for me. And that is US and Canada only because it's flammable, I'm assuming. And then two more for this category. We have a Rare Beauty Fine Comfort Body and Hair Fragrance Mist, $28 value. It says the superfine fragrance mist wraps you in a warm hug of soft cashmere and jasmine petals. Infused with biotin, niacinamide, and peach flower extract, it refreshes both your skin and hair. Cozy, comforting, and oh so luxe. So that is 3.38 fluid ounce or 100 ml. I'm guessing that is the same as the other Rare Beauty fragrance products. I think they just have one scent. So I'm probably going to be skipping on that one as well. And then the last one here is the Bloom Strawberry Kiwi Greens, $29.99 value. It says, meet your new daily ritual, a delicious way to sneak in your greens. The strawberry kiwi blend is packed with superfoods, pre- and probiotics, digestive enzymes, and antioxidants to help support energy, digestion, and gut health. And again, they have a little asterisk. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But anyway, you mix a scoop into water, juice, or your favorite smoothie and sip your way to feeling good from the inside out. And you get 5-ish ounces. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, 25 servings. So you mix 1 scoop with 8 fluid ounce or more of water, juice, or smoothie, or any beverage of your choice. So I'm going to skip on this one as well. Probably, I already put collagen powder in my coffee, so I feel like there's only so many like supplements and things I can incorporate before I start to feel like a science project or something, I guess. So I'll do a little recap at the end here. But for 5, we have the Rare Beauty Find Comfort Niacinamide Hydrating Hand Cream, $18 value. So it says, this hand cream keeps your hands soft and hydrated. No greasy residue, just pure comfort. With cozy notes of cashmere and jasmine, it's like wrapping your hands in a warm hug. Plus, the clever twist top bottle means no spills and no lost caps. I do like the idea behind that. I think I heard some kind of mixed things about how easy it might be to use their bottles or dispensers. But anyway, you get 1.79 fluid ounce or 53 ml. And the fragrance notes, it says top lemon zest, rhubarb, and pomelo. Mid jasmine petals, violet and black tea extract. Dry down vetiver, tonka beans, and cashmere wood. I can't recall if that's exactly what I said before. But in any case, I think I will be skipping that as well. As I said, I'm not really a big fan of like niacinamide in my products. And as someone who suffers from eczema, I am very particular about my hand cream. I just picked up this set in the Nordstrom sale, so it has a full like 5-ounce tube of the L'Occitane hand cream plus a 1-ounce travel size and their cuticle oil. So that's my go-to. I don't like to be without it, and I don't love the packaging. It is recyclable, but the cap can be a little bit of a pain. But in any case, that's the product I like to use. So moving on, we have the Pantone Notebook, $18.99 value. It says, this Pantone notebook is your new creative sidekick with smooth lined pages perfect for jotting down thoughts, notes, or sketches. It comes with a handy ribbon bookmark and expandable pocket to stash your extras, all wrapped up in a sturdy, soft touch cover made from sustainable materials. So it measures 5.25 by 8.25. I think that might be like A5 size, if I'm remembering correctly. So you get lined pages, 70 GSM smooth white writing paper. 192 pages is the actual number of pages. And it also says you'll also discover an inspirational quote on the inside cover, which is interesting. So I thought it was also interesting that I do have a Pantone notebook. This is something I purchased from the actual Pantone website. I think I probably talked about this in my Mocha Mousse video earlier this year. So I always like to do a makeup video that kind of features the color of the year. I think I missed last year, which was like a peach. I might do a peach focused video later this year or whatever. But yeah, this year it was Mocha Mousse. This was from the Pantone website, like I mentioned. And it's not going to be quite like this. I mean, it looks different for one thing. This was made by the company Copenhagen Design, I think it was. And this other one, I mean, it must be licensed by Pantone, but the people who made it, it's Brown Trout, I guess. So I really do like the color. I like that it has like an elastic to keep the book closed, like this one. It's probably going to be pretty similar, I'm guessing. But in case you happen to have purchased a Pantone notebook from Pantone before, it's not going to be quite the same. I also looked to see, this one is just blank. I looked to see if there was an actual Pantone like black cherry color, and I couldn't find one. Like with Pantone, you often have like the number designation, but then also a name. I couldn't find a black cherry color. So let me know if you know of a Pantone color that is this color notebook. I think it'd be weird if it wasn't a Pantone color. But yeah, I do plan to pick this up. I like the color, and I always find a use for another notebook eventually. So yeah, I do plan to pick that one up. That is the second customization choice here. Next up, we have the Bondi Boost Heat Protectant Spray. So it's $22 value. It says this ultralight mist protects your hair from heat up to 450°F without weighing it down. Because protection shouldn't come with baggage. It's a clinically proven 100% vegan and cruelty-free formula that leaves your strands softer, shinier, and ready to take the heat. So you get 4.23 ounces and no shipping restrictions. I do actually have this product, so I thought I could demo it a little bit. I happen to have the Bondi Boost, I forget what this is called exactly, but it's their kind of heated round brush. So let me plug this in. I've been meaning to do a comparison between this Bondi Boost product or tool and the main one. I think prefer the main, in part because it is dual voltage. There we go. All right, I'll let that heat up for a while. Do I have someplace safe I can set this? So I don't love this spray, but one thing I do like about it is that you can use it on damp or dry hair. And sometimes, like today, where I kind of styled my hair because I do have naturally wavy hair, so I find that to get the best results, sometimes I do like to kind of dry it a little bit. But it's still not like perfectly straight, as you can see, or like styled. Okay. So I think I put up to 400. And I'm just gonna kind of put the top part of my hair out of the way. I'm using the hair clip that we got in the previous box. So I'll just kind of do some of this lower section of my hair, just so you can kind of see. I think from what I recall, the smell of this is not my favorite, but you do want to protect your hair. Make it so I can see what I'm doing. I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering. It doesn't smell bad. But like I said, I do like that You can use it on dry hair. And I will sometimes use one of these round brushes on my hair that's air dried, so it's even more kind of wavy, just to help smooth things out. So I was gonna do maybe heat protectant on one side and not the other, but I don't know that we're really starting with like a clean slate for like experiment purposes. So anyway, if you are like me and during the summer you can't be really bothered to, see that just kind of helps smooth things out. You can't be bothered to use hot tools because your hair just gets all frizzy, or you just have to keep your hair in a bun most of the time because it's just too hot, then maybe you would be interested in doing a little bit more heat styling in the fall. Of course, you want to make sure you're not damaging your hair as much as possible. So, yeah, I don't like to like use a round brush to blow dry my hair as much. So I feel like this, just because I'm lazy and it's hard, I am thinking about getting the new version of the Air Wrap at some point, but that's not a high priority. So yeah, I find that this type of tool can really help. And like the Xmondo product, one of the reasons why I use the Air Straight sometimes is because I think that tension and that like direction of the airflow does help to smooth my hair out more, even compared to like the round brush on the Air Wrap, because you know the hair ends up getting a little bit kind of blown every which way, and I'm not looking for my hair to be like pin straight, like maybe in the early 2000s. So I am planning to do a Y2K focused video if you're interested. So anyway, that is the heat protector. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of show that to you guys. Let me put this on the counter so I don't burn my house down. I feel like that was like a hairstyling like interlude. Good thing about filming is you really only see the front of my head. Any case, I'll stop messing around. But yeah, if you were looking for a heat protectant spray or if you needed a new one, I think the main selling feature of this is that it can be used on wet or dry hair. So I think I have plenty of that for how often I do heat style my hair. So I'll be skipping on that one. No shipping restrictions. Next up, we have the Volition Chocolate Macadamia Hydrating Mask, $48 value. So it says this hydrating mask is powered by antioxidant-rich chocolate and macadamia to deeply nourish dry, dehydrated skin. It blends beloved ingredients into an innovative formula that replenishes moisture and smooths uneven texture. The result, a softer, more radiant complexion you'll love. So it's cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free, and silicone-free, 2 ounces or 60 ml. You apply evenly to clean, dry, or damp skin. Leave on for 15 to 20 minutes and then rinse thoroughly with warm water. Avoid direct contact with eyes. So the ingredients on this are not terrible. It has water, cocoa, glycerin, kaolin, caramel. I don't know what that means. Macadamia ternifolia seed oil, sodium hyaluronate, aloe squalane. It does have fragrance, so I don't love that, but I would prefer, I guess, fragrance over like essential oils. And it does have niacinamide, so I'm going to be skipping on that. But if you like a mask, then you can choose that one. The next one I thought was really interesting. So this is the Skin Body, I guess, Hair Identifier Spray Bundle, $20.99 value. It says this spray helps you nail a precise shave by defining facial contours and highlighting even the tiniest hairs. Infused with botanical extracts, it's gentle on skin while giving you serious visibility. It also creates a cool, silky barrier so your razor glides instead of drags. And you get 4 ounces. So when I first saw this, I thought it was like a shaving cream or something. But you've probably seen a video on social media, or I know they uploaded a reel of this product in action, and it's one of those like white sprays that kind of forms a powder, so it shows all the hair on your face, so you can kind of dermaplane it. I don't know. I mean, let me know if you've tried this. Let me put these ingredients in the Paula's Choice Beautypedia. I don't think I did that before. The first ingredient is alcohol. I'll probably skip this. Like, I need to refresh my blades for my Dermaflash, which is what I use every so often to kind of get rid of peach fuzz. I think I would just as soon do that as opposed to this type of product. I mean, it does seem like more of a kind of social media driven gimmick, but let me know if you have tried this type of product and enjoy it. If I can do this on my phone. Okay, so it does have fragrance, and then there's some other ingredients they don't recognize. So yeah, I'll probably skip on that. You do want to, I don't know if it says to reuse the razors or not. Like with the Dermaflash, I use a fresh one every time. Just depends on your risk tolerance, I guess. And you can just use like a normal razor for that matter, or just get the plastic, like cheap ones from Amazon or wherever. So I'll probably skip that one. I don't think I would demo it on camera anyway. But let me know if you've tried it. And that is US and Canada only. Okay, 2 more for customization 5 here. We have the Splits 59 Pilates grip sock in small, medium, or large, extra large. $32 value for 1 pair of socks. It says, get a grip. Yeah, get a grip. Literally, with these Pilates grip socks designed for Pilates, bar, or any floor workout. Silicone grips on the soles help you stay steady and supported through every move. Cute, functional, and made to keep up with your flow. Interesting. So the small medium is like shoe sizes 4 to 9. The large extra large is 10 to 13. It says to machine wash cold and tumble dry low. And they're made out of about half polyester, half cotton with some nylon and rubber thrown in. So I'm going to skip these. I don't do any type of Pilates or anything, so I don't think I'd find a use for them. I used to do yoga, but you know, RTO and all that. So I am going to skip on those. Okay. Next up, we have the Better Sleep digital offer. Better Sleep, 4 months of the premium subscription. It's a $39.99 value. It says the Better Sleep app is designed to help people improve their sleep quality and overall well-being by providing a range of tools, content, and features aimed at enhancing sleep habits and promoting restful nights. So it says there are soothing audio and mixable soundscapes, bedtime stories and sleep tales, voiced by award-winning narrators to gently lull you to sleep, meditations and hypnosis, breathing tools and timers, and a sleep tracker and recorder. So it doesn't say here whether you have to put in a credit card or anything to take advantage of this. I always caution that if you do have to put in a credit card to sign up, you just want to make sure you go in to cancel before you're billed. But I'll probably skip on this. Like I am a fairly high maintenance sleeper as it is. Like I do have a white noise machine, like a physical white noise machine. And I also have like one of the Manta sleep masks. Here, I'll show you. One of these guys. So this isn't a cheap device, but I've tried a few from Amazon that, you know, they're just not as good quality. So anyway, this is a like Bluetooth eye mask essentially. It did come with cups that would like kind of go over your eye and like fully block out light, and also, you know, they don't rest on your eyelid. I took those off because it makes the mask a little bit hotter to sleep in. But in any case, yeah, they have super like thin headphones in here, speakers, so you can play whatever you want, but you connect it via Bluetooth to your phone, and you know, you have both the light blocking and the sound. In my case, I like to listen to audiobooks mostly. I always have to like strike the right balance between a book that will keep my attention and won't like keep me awake because it's too exciting or whatever. But yeah, it takes me a while to get through an audiobook because I'll like bookmark and then set a sleep timer, and then I just kind of go back to that same point and like set new bookmarks. So it takes a while. But yeah, I like to do that. I mean, obviously you could listen to podcasts or whatever. If having all of these kind of options in one place, in one app would work for you, then, you know, you can choose this. But I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of set with my little system. Okay, so that is it for customization 5. Last one here, customization 4. So the first thing is the Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener in Stella, $26 value. It says the shimmer-infused waterproof cream to powder highlighter and eyeshadow stick instantly brightens tired eyes with a soft, radiant glow. Enriched with nourishing emollients like macadamia and meadow foam seed oils, it hydrates deeply while smoothing fine lines. The light-reflecting pigments provide a universally flattering shimmer that enhances radiance without creasing, and it's safe for sensitive eyes and contact lens wearers. So I don't have this particular shade, but I do have a different shade here. So this is the shade Aurora, I think it is. Yeah, Aurora. And when I went onto their website, so I think Stella is described as a champagne shimmer. Aurora is a rose gold shimmer, and going by the swatches, it doesn't look like Stella is going to be like too far off. Like I think it's going to be lighter, but even so, that is pretty light. I might just see if I can stick some in the inner corner. I didn't wear this today in part because I didn't have the right shade. This is maybe a little bit too dark for me on the inner corner, but yeah, I didn't have the same shade, and I wanted to use a different palette essentially. So this one, I think it does have a sharpener on one side if you wanted to use that. I'm probably going to skip that one, especially if I'm picking up some of the Hourglass. I just figure if I'm going to pick up any eyeshadow sticks, it's probably more helpful for me to get the Hourglass. So yeah, I'm probably going to skip on that one. There are no shipping restrictions. I'm just going to let that kind of hang out on my hand. Maybe I'll try to like just blend a little bit of the kind of bottom. It does shear out. I'm just going to let that kind of hang out and then see if it sets down. So moving on, the Ceremonia Guava Leave-In Conditioner, $27 value. It says Ceremonia's Guava Leave-In Conditioner is an Allure Best of Beauty winner that repairs hair quickly. I think it was an Allure Best of Beauty Award winner in like 2021 maybe, if I remember correctly. It's powered by Superfruit Guava, which protects the hair from UV. Tamarind, which deeply hydrates for maximum shine, and avocado, which combats frizz. Say hello to smoother, healthier hair. And you get 6.7 fluid ounce. It says apply a coin-sized amount from mid-lengths to ends. Can be used on damp or dry hair when air drying or heat styling. And no shipping restrictions. So this, it looks like a cream, I think, like a cream that you pump out of the container. I prefer the like spray-in style a little bit more, and often I will use like a spray-in leave-in conditioner to kind of detangle, and then I'll go in with another type of cream or styling product. So yeah, I think I'm going to be skipping on this one, but let me know if you've tried it. Try to limit the, I guess, number of hair products I have in my closet at one time. So next up, we have another Thrive Cosmetics product. It's the Liquid Brow Lamination Lifting Gel, $26 value. It says this brow gel sculpts and sets your eyebrows with a firm, waterproof hold that lasts all day. Powered by lamination lock technology, trademark, and equipped with a dual-ended precision brush, it allows for easy shaping, separating, and smoothing to create perfectly polished brows with minimal effort. So you get 6 mil. It says use the short bristles to comb and separate, use the long bristles to lift and shape. For extra hold and a laminated look, gently press the flat side against the brows. So I don't have this, but it does look very similar. If I can find what I did with mine. It looks very similar to the 24-hour brow setter wand from Benefit. This is just a little like travel or sample size, so this is 2 mil. I might have a larger size somewhere, but I think the wand would probably be the same. It looks very similar, so I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of use the same manufacturer for the brow gel. This is what I have in my brows now, and I do like this style of wand, so I don't really need any more brow gels because I get a lot of these little samples and things, but I might try that one out of curiosity. It is a type of product that I do use almost every day, even if I'm not wearing makeup, because I like to keep my brows in place. So yeah, that one I'm thinking I may pick up. There's one other item I'm kind of thinking about, but yeah, that one is a strong contender for this category. Moving on, we have the Darling Society Silicone Trivet set of 3, $30 value. It says, protect your countertops with this chic trio of heat-resistant silicone trivets. Flexible and easy to clean, they offer a modern flair to your kitchen while shielding surfaces from hot cookware. Perfect for everyday use or entertaining guests. So you get 2 large, which are 6.5 inches in diameter, 1 medium, which is 5.5 inches in diameter, and they are dishwasher safe, which is nice. I guess they're just silicone, so why wouldn't they be? And I don't need to tell you how a trivet works. So, you know, they're okay. I don't think it's quite my style, so I'll probably be skipping on those, but if you like something a little bit more kind of contemporary, you can go with that. And there's also a matching set of napkins here. So these are the Darling Society cotton napkin set of 4, $28 value. And it says these soft cotton napkins bring understated elegance to any table setting. Ideal for casual meals or formal dinners, they're reusable and machine washable, combining sustainability with style. So they measure 16 by 16. It says machine wash cold with light colors, gentle cycle, do not bleach, tumble dry low, iron medium heat, do not dry clean. They are 100% cotton, which I like. I always feel a bit weird washing napkins on cold. Does anyone else feel that way? Especially cold, gentle? I'd rather just get some basic white napkins that I can bleach the heck out of. But that's just me. So anyway, if you want some nice kind of autumnal fall napkins, you can go with those. We only use cotton napkins on like special occasions, so I don't know. We'll probably be skipping on those. Next up, we have the Love AJ Seashell Threader Earring in gold or silver, $58 value. So it says minimalist and lightweight, the seashell threader earrings slide effortlessly through the ear, adding a subtle yet stylish touch to any look. Available in gold or silver plating, they offer graceful movement and shine for a delicate contemporary finish. And they are nickel-free and cadmium-free. The threader is 3.7 inches long. The charm, I guess, is 0.25 inches. Silver-plated brass or gold-plated brass. So they look nice, I guess. I don't think I would wear these, but you know, I can appreciate them on other people. I do like that they chose both gold and silver to give people that option. So yeah, if you like a threader, then that is an option. And then the other thing I mentioned that I was kind of looking at, the 8 Other Reasons jewelry travel bag, $49.95 value. It says, keep your jewelry neat and secure wherever you go with this sleek jewelry travel bag. Designed with dedicated compartments for earrings, rings, bracelets, and necklaces, It prevents tangling and makes packing a breeze. Ideal for any trip, big or small. So it measures 17.52 by 0.5 by 9.1. So it says necklace buckled straps display 10 necklaces in total. Bottom earring panel pocket fits 8 pairs of earrings. So these are all kind of estimates because obviously your ring or your earrings or whatever may vary in size. But it says ring bands that fit 12 rings total. Earrings grid, it fits 4 pairs of earrings. So that is actually, I think, punched, so that would be specific. Side earring panel fits 5 pairs of earrings, and top earring panel fits 6 pairs of dainty earrings. Spot clean only with a damp cloth. Please keep it out of direct sunlight. Made out of vegan leather, polyester, PVC, and metal. And I think that's it. So I do like that some of these compartments are clear. I feel like with travel in general, sometimes it's nice to have clear bags or whatever that you can see through, because otherwise you kind of forget about things. At least I do. So yeah, I'm tempted by this. Like I said, I had an unexpected trip a few weeks ago, and there was some like special jewelry I wanted to bring with me to wear. And I have a variety of different travel pouches, but sometimes it's hard to find a good one that works or that meets your needs or whatever. So yeah, I am thinking of picking this up as another option. And the last one here is the Lit Method digital offer. It's a Lit Method 6-month trial, $59.99 value. It says level up your strength training with a 6-month free trial of Lit Method app. Get unlimited access to expert-led strength programs, one-on-one coaching, Pilates classes, mindfulness sessions, and more, all in one app. Whether you're training at home or in the gym, everything you need to crush your goals is just a tap away. And this one, it does say that when you redeem your free membership, you'll enter your credit card information to unlock access. You won't be charged until your 6-month free trial ends, and you can cancel anytime. And then it will be $9.99 per month. And to cancel, I do appreciate they say how to cancel. It says just head to your profile, tap membership, and then select cancel. So if you do choose this and redeem it, just put a little marker on your calendar for when you need to cancel, unless you are enjoying it and want to continue. So I don't really do any type of strength training or anything, so I'm going to skip on this one. I know strength training is great. I'm not saying it's not, but just, yeah, I wouldn't use it. So that is the last item for customization 4, and as promised, I will just quickly go through what I do plan to pick. So going back to 7, I'll probably get 1 or more of the Hourglass eyeshadow sticks. Customization 6, I'll probably get 1 or more of the Merit lip oils, 1 or more of the Merit lipsticks, and the Xmondo Ultra Frizz Defense Spray. And that is probably going to be it. Customization 5, I'll probably get the Pantone notebook. I think that's it. I mean, it's always good to have at least one category that you only have your actual choice, right? And then 4, probably get the Thrive brow gel and maybe the jewelry travel bag. Traditionally 5 and 4 are my least favorite categories anyway. They tend to be the cheapest as far as additional choices go. We'll see what they do for 7 this time around. So I'm not sure when this video will be going up exactly, but I will probably film customizations 3 through 1 plus whatever else they throw at us. Probably Saturday, perhaps, maybe Friday, but most likely Saturday. And then hopefully get that up by the time customization opens the following week. So that should give me enough time to edit. But in any case, let me know what you think of the spoilers so far. I think it's shaping up to be a pretty good box. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about fall. So make sure you like this video and subscribe. You can also hit that notification bell if you want to be notified for my other fall 2025 FabFitFun videos. And until next time, I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe and staying cool in this summer heat. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.